Okay, so I wanted to apply a pad printing on the side of this device. And there's a few different ways I could do that. I could apply it as a decal in Onshape, but in this case what I want to do is actually auto trace the image as a DXF and split the surface. And there might be different reasons why you want to do that, but this is what I want to do for this case. If I want it to be a slightly embossed or debossed surface, sort of a raised feature, a molded feature, that's what I'm going to push for when we move this to production. So a decal doesn't work for me in that case. So what I'm going to do is I went and found this Night Eyes logo off their website, and I'm going to run Inkscape, which is a free vector illustration software. I'm going to drop the JPG into Inkscape where I can do an auto trace. So the logo comes in way too big. I'm going to right click, trace bitmap. I'm going to change this to multicolor, scans, drop that down to 2, remove background, hit apply, and I get left with a vector image of that. And I can confirm it's a vector by grabbing one of these dots and moving. We can see that it's editable. So if I file save as a DXF, I can resave this here. And we're going to close without saving. And we're going to launch back into Onshape, where I'm going to import that Night Eyes logo DXF file. Now, when I import it, all it does is it shows up down here in the bottom in my tab manager, but I can open it up and confirm that it is a editable geometry. So now I could use this sketch to boss extrude or cut extrude out of my body. So I'm going to start a new sketch on the front plane here, go normal to plane. I'm going to insert DXF with this logo. And there we have it. So then I'm going to hit transform. I'm going to select all this stuff and I'm going to scale it down and grab this little box to slide it over just to position it roughly where I think it is on the device itself. It doesn't quite go to those tangent points, but it's close. And it's a little closer to the top edge than the bottom edge. So that'll work for now. Now I have an editable sketch entity that I could use to boss extrude or cut into the surface. I could use that to apply geometry right in my model. In this case though, what I'm really just going to use it for is to split the surface. So I'm going to do a face split. I'm going to split this face with Sketch 30. And I'm going to I'm going to split this face. And there we have it. Now our face is split. Now if we wanted to change the color of that face, I'm just going to edit face appearance, change that face to white. That's weird. Hang on a second. I grabbed the wrong face. We're going to just pick this face, edit face appearance. I'm going to pick that face. Why am I getting all these faces? Get rid of all them. We just want these letter faces to be selected. And here you can see some of the defects from the Autotrace in Inkscape. If I were to go through and fix, kind of clean up this vector trace due to the resolution of the JPEG, we can get a little bit better trace. But for what I'm doing, this is plenty good enough. And now I have the pad printing on the face of the surface.